gods, dead sons, Lord, please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get face step before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 2nd down, Taylor. And he's going to go down again. Ray Maualuga in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Now the former Gamecock, Spencer Lanning, on to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Now they can't bring him down. High dancing past him, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. 38 yards of a scamper there. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive fake punt, they got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
first carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back to throw now on first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Right side caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. In that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run again on first down, Lynch. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marshawn Lynch, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken way up by the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense.
Hey, buddy. Say, hey, buddy.
Play before the quarter ends.
Say, hey, buddy.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Touchdown! Ted Ginn, 70 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Give me some.
And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop
Yeah,
and veer
what?
into your lane or
Say,
into
what
your
you
body.
done about me?
In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Taylor on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 38 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a good job with it.
Really good balance, really good body control.
You gotta bleed. You gotta
Now
bleed.
as they will send this
You
one away.
gotta bleed.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is
looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked up by now Howard stripped. He lost the football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame. He ends up throwing a second one as a result. Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second down following the incompletion. Lynch running the counter. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First down, the run with Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Taylor. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Taylor. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
What? Say what?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up a throw. They set up the screened LT. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Vincent Jackson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Taylor. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team. As they head into the half, good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go!
Final play of the half. It's Taylor. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him.
Have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now Taylor goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a give, running right is Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case. Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Williams, a man in motion right. They start the drive with Lynch. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And an alley to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Shift together here from the D-line. They go with Lynch right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They'll run again with Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he is out of bounds here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. James Harrison charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. Back now in Pittsburgh as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ray Lewis in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Let's go.
Now Lynch, left side. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give running left with Lynch. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Spencer Lanning now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And look at this, another fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This is caught by Jackson. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Vincent Jackson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Back to throw again. Now he's got it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marshawn Lynch, 40 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
This is caught, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson from 10 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. This doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go!
Taylor going to throw it. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the 20. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go.
Now Lynch running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. And the Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third and 8. Here's a give to Lynch. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Let's go.
Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.